Welcome to the sportiest stream and welcome to Rocket League action. I'm Sporty FC. You're in a great spot for Rocket League and for all that it holds because we've got some matches tonight here from the individual performance series. So we're here. We're going to get things started in a moment. I'm looking forward to every little bit of it here. So again, a great night for Rocket League action. Multiple best of 7 matches here. Again, all from the individual performance series. Thank you for the follow there, by the way. Metamorpheus. Welcome to the Spuddy stream. Again, we got multiple matches here. We're starting in Tier 7. We'll move to Tier 2. Both of these matches have actually been on stream before. During the regular season, they are now here in playoffs, though, which means it's elimination now for whoever loses their match. Whoever loses their match tonight. We're going to be in a very fun couple of matches this evening. As we'll hopefully get things started in just a moment here. Again, starting with the Tier 7 matchup in AlyssaBee and taking on Oscar. Later on, we're going to have Zinc and lepidmode. Again, these matches, rematches from matches that we got the stream during the regular season. So I'm excited for this. This is going to be, I think, a very, very good time here. Give it multiple best of 7s. Again, we're going to start with AlyssaBee and Oscar. AlyssaBee, one of the managers of Infamous Thieves. Taking on Oscar, who actually represents Royal Ascent Esports, as well as, from what I can tell, Krusty Crew Gaming. So I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a good match. There's some front players here. This is Tier 7. I actually don't remember exactly what rank this is. I believe that this is like low diamond, I believe, and below. I don't remember exactly what rank it is. I know IPS does list out what their rank tiers represent here. Quickly find out for you all while that's happening. Again, this match is a rematch from Week 1 of the regular season. The first match of the season. Actually, at that point, Oscar actually had just left Infamous Thieves. He used to be part of Infamous Thieves. As well, he was teammates, I think, with Alyssa at one point. Buzzing Beast in the Bronx, I believe, is the name that they went by. Anyways, he used to be on Infamous Thieves. Obviously, now he's not anymore. He's representing both Royal Ascent and looking forward to this one. Here we go. Tier 7 is 1k MMR and below. 750 to 1k. Short. About. It's the way they actually do rank tiers is a little bit different. It's a little more complicated. It's not just based on your 1's rank or based on any rank you have. It's actually based on a combination of your 1's, 2's, and 3's ranks. So if that helps you all out a little bit. But again, I believe both these players are Plat 2 and below. There you go. Thank you for the answer there, Metamorphosis. I thought it was Diamond 1 and below, but it's Plat 2 and below. Thank you. Anyways, yes, so we've seen this match before, again, back from Week 1. It was AlyssaBee who dominated that matchup, a 3-0 sweep. Oscar never really stood much of a chance in that matchup. Game 2, I remember being close, but it was not very close with the other 2 games. And that's mostly because AlyssaBee is just very hard to keep track of at this rank level. At this rank level, niche shot really oftentimes goes in. It's kind of tough for these players to really put themselves in the right position. So consistency is going to be an issue here for both these players. And really at this rank level, consistency is always, it feels like, the major issue that these players have to deal with. So I mean, that's going to be what happens here, is that, again, you got to be consistent at this rank level. It's going to be very tough to do so. AlyssaBee, though, is quite consistent. She's a pretty consistent player. Again, at this rank level, it's going to be very interesting. And then, this is also the quarterfinals, by the way, so we're in the top 8, actually 7 at this point. Winner of this will take on the winner of Mr. Koala and Ralph in the semifinals next week. Again, as I said before, consistency will definitely be the question to ask here. In this matchup, for Oscar, again, he really struggled to manage AlyssaBee, not only her demos, she's very well known for her demos, but also just for her ability, just her defense, which is, I think, one of her weaknesses as well as a player. AlyssaBee, she's got an interesting defensive style in that she really waits a lot further back. But the problem is that leaves it open to her to charge challenge. And when you in the playoffs, a lot of times you're gonna play against players. The players who do well in this division are the ones who can really exploit that kind of Russian challenge and can play quickly enough to react to it. For AlyssaBee, it's been one of her strengths and also one of her weaknesses in the past. Because against Oscar, who has not exactly been great at dribbling in that first week, that really hurt him there. If he's able to dribble the ball, he should be able to beat AlyssaBee on a lot of those challenges and take some of these games here. Because AlyssaBee does that play a lot. But we'll see. Again, for Oscar, his big issue is going to be consistency. Making sure that AlyssaBee doesn't demo him, doesn't get open nets. You don't want to give AlyssaBee an early lead, because she's definitely one of those players where she can be quite nervous. But if she can get a goal or two, it gets a lot tougher to stop her for the rest of that game. So Oscar's got to make sure he prevents AlyssaBee from getting on any goal streaks here, because again, a pretty nervous player at times in matches like these. Oscar's really got to take advantage of that, because that's going to help him out here a lot. Again, in week 1, there really wasn't any pressure on both these players. Now in the quarterfinals, there's all the pressure, because if you lose, your season's over just like that. So, a lot resting on this matchup here on this best of 7. Sure, for Oscar, a lot resting on him to change from what he did in week 1. About that here, but I can't say in tier 7, it's been a rough season for Oscar. 2-3 on the record. The actual lowest seeded player here with a goal differential of negative 56. So when Oscar loses, he doesn't lose by a very small, he loses by a lot. So he's gonna have to try pretty hard here. As AlyssaBee got a record of 3-2 by the end of the season. Again, as I said, the player that's gonna win this division is gonna be the player that can adapt to those kind of challenges the best and can really play on a game of quick reactions. They can react quickly. They're going to beat players like AlyssaBee. They're going to beat players like Oscar. They're likely going to lead this division and really beat most players at this rank level. But again, it comes down to that here. Is now AlyssaBee, all she's really good. The nice thing for her and Oscar, you're at the quarterfinals. You only need 3 wins to win this whole thing, and anything can change. It's playoffs. The regular season really doesn't matter at this point. All that matters is winning the matches in front of you. You may have had 5 weeks to warm up to get used to your competition. Now in the playoffs, you got to make sure that you play the way you want to. As we did get a message from Oscar. Apparently he's going to be late to this matchup, so we'll get as soon as we can. As soon as Oscar's here, we'll get this match going. And we'll get these players in the matchup, ready to play. Hello, Lepid. Good luck later tonight, by the way. In our Tier 2 matchup for IPS with Zinc versus lepidmode. Another match in the regular season that was a 3-0 sweep, but is now playing. They're in round 1. They're in the round of 16, if you will. Although I believe they only have 14 players actually in there. Yeah, they only have 14 players in the final bracket. Again, they're in the round of 16. So that'll be fun. Anyways, we'll wait until Oscar gets here. Again, he did mention he was going to be late to this matchup by a couple minutes, so we'll wait until he gets here. If not, that forfeit timer is ticking, so it's 15 minutes, by the way, so I'm sure he'll be here just fine. Yeah, but he did let me know he'd be late to this match. Fortunate thing is, again, at least for that Zinc Lepid matchup, their match is not perfectly fine to make it on time. Again, the real question is going to be, how close will this matchup be? How close will either of these matches be? I mean, I think the Zinc lepidmode match is expected to be closer. With the way that I saw those players play in the last time. I don't know how good AlyssaBee or Oscar is now. I don't know how much they've improved over the season. So, questions, I'm certain. Some answers. But again, as soon as we get the players in the lobby, we should be able to get things under. Although AlyssaBee is now currently running on a 2-week win streak. She won her last 2 matches of the season. I find it kind of impressive here, because she won her first week against Oscar, and then she lost her next 2 weeks as well. So, but it's a pretty tough competition, actually. Against the top 2 seeds, so she's had a tough week 2 and week 3. But in week 4 and week 5, she got a bye week win, and then she played against Doodlebob, who played before, I believe, on. Again, wait a little bit. It should be here any moment. for this of 7. As we'll get Oscar here hopefully in just a few minutes. But again, ready to get things underway. As there's Oscar. They just joined in. Well, let's get this match going here. We've been ready for this matchup. I know everybody out there is ready for this matchup. Let's just see this thing underway. AlyssaBee swept Oscar in week 1. Oscar, who at that point was trying to take revenge for the organization that he left, now looking to play for himself in the quarterfinals on Royal Ascent and Krusty Crew. AlyssaBee, the stinging shark, if you will, as she's nicknamed. One last time these two were on this stream. Now she'll look to do it again in the quarterfinals and eliminate Oscar from the final bracket here, as it is single elimination. So you win and you move on, you lose, and your season, all that you played, is over. The pressure is on here in game 1, and AlyssaBee does get that first goal. Looking for a second off the kickoff, but will have a tough time winning the boost, and in fact, will win that boost as Oscar, the dribble. And again, I want to see how he's going to play here. He struggled on dribbles in week 1. That's something that he can use to really beat AlyssaBee in this series, as Alyssa doesn't get the best touch there. That should be a chance and a goal for Oscar if he can put it on. That ball will roll to the side of the net, and Oscar will make sure it goes in. So AlyssaBee, who I think was looking for the doink initially on that play, missed it completely. That position, you just can't turn around like that. You have to go back to net. It's just a bit too slow from Alyssa. If she stays like in that position, if she waits going with her car facing backwards, she's going to get to that net, probably make that save, and well, she wouldn't be tied at this point. She'd have a chance to score and take that lead again here as she will have boost. Gotta be careful there, Oscar, again, not going to exactly be kind to Alyssa when she keeps doing that. She is, again, prone to do. She likes those kind of challenges. It's one of her weak points in a lot of her matches, and it's one that a lot of the higher ranked players in this division are going to recognize here. As this ball actually going towards that. Oscar doesn't have boost. He'll get there eventually, but bit of a scary position there for Oscar as that ball. It was never really looking like going in, but you don't want to take your chances, as now he's left the net wide open, and AlyssaBee will walk it in. Well, I don't know what Oscar was thinking he could do here, leaving the ball like that, but man, that is a complete mess on defense. And Oscar, who has at time in his week 1 matchup made those mistakes, you really can't afford to make it here. Your whole season rests on this one. May not be one of the super high-seeded players here, but you can't make errors nonetheless, says AlyssaBee. If you can give her goals, she will continue to get them. And one of the big worries I have for Oscar in this matchup, if AlyssaBee strings a couple goals together, it becomes so much tougher to stop her. Because when she beat Oscar, it wasn't by close margins, it was by multi-goal margins, it was by decent margins, it wasn't that close, so from Oscar, I definitely be nervous about that here, as AlyssaBee, another delay kickoff, and another goal for her, as it is now 4-1. And we're not even 92nd in this game, and AlyssaBee is only looking to run away with it. 4 goals on 4 shots, has not missed yet here in game 1. An interesting choice there from AlyssaBee on that last kickoff to go delay for it. Oscar, who didn't see it, kind of got trapped behind the ball there, is now a chance for Oscar on his offense. Oh, a great play from AlyssaBee, recognizing that ball wasn't going to be in any dangerous position, did not panic like you would often see players at this level do at that play, and instead will now get that touch, and oh, Oscar's left the net wide open again here. Oh man, he's having some issues with the net. He has left it wide open a couple times too many this game. As this one, he went for boost, I think? That is... Well, playoffs are getting to everyone here. And that is another open net that... I mean, again, as I said, AlyssaBee's not missing open nets. I said beforehand, she's not missing a lot of those open nets. Oscar has given her way too many easy chances here in game 1. As AlyssaBee will catch the ball and will go for a 6-1 lead. So, game 1 is not exactly looking close here, as Alyssa just letting Oscar make his own mistakes I mean, it's playoffs, you're under a lot of pressure here. But that is a worrying sign. For it being your first game in playoffs here for Oscar. This season, this is, again, worrying, I would say. Alyssa just looking to, again, repeat what she did in week 1. She doesn't know if Oscar's changed his playstyle or not. Clearly her playstyle is still working, even if he has changed something, so not too concerned here. As Oscar, he did that before. He almost gave AlyssaBee another play to score on. She'll win that challenge. Demoed away anyways, though, as this ball will be kept out by Oscar. Every first touch, though, and AlyssaBee will actually go for that demo. That's an odd choice. Oscar still has boost. I think if Oscar had recognized that earlier, that's going to be a goal for him. AlyssaBee left that at. She probably could have shot from that position instead. But now she'll take the dribble. Not really able to get much on the flick, but here Oscar didn't read it anyways. And that is... Oh, he is on no boost at the... He went for the pad there, and he... just couldn't get around to it. AlyssaBee has another. This is shaping up to be quite the blowout in Game 1. Oscar has only scored once so far. There's a good chance to make it 2, though, as he'll get a heavy touch. That's in front of that end. He's not going to be able to get to it in time, as AlyssaBee will race with it. Oscar. Alyssa, no use of that power slide there. That's a lot of boost used. Alright, listen, she might be liable to get demoed here. Oscar missed the play. Now AlyssaBee's got to be careful. I don't think he's recognized, but she did avoid that bump from Oscar, and now he has nothing left. AlyssaBee will take another. Not exactly keen on her lack of power slide usage, but Oscar, who couldn't get his bump there, couldn't get the demo. And that will be another for the Stinging Shark. As this is a great kickoff. Oscar is not going to be able to recover in time. It is another. AlyssaBee has had a couple goals off kickoff so far. And with 100 seconds to go, I mean, for Oscar, I think this game is over at this point. I don't think he's coming back 8 goals with 100 seconds left. It's possible, but I think it's I think it would be more worth his time to really consider what do you do to go into Game 2, because clearly AlyssaBee hasn't changed anything, and it's clearly still working against Oscar, who himself has, I don't think, changed too much about his own play style since we last saw him. Maybe he's getting beaten more on the kickoff, but it's something that can happen in games, especially in playoffs where maybe you aren't feeling very good. Kickoffs can sometimes work badly for you, as Oscar did get demoed. AlyssaBee just doing a great job at really playing to Oscar's weaknesses, to his somewhat obvious challenges, as this should be a 10-1 lead. It will be, as Oscar will not get back in time. And it is AlyssaBee who, with a huge advantage. This might be even greater than any of the wins she had in her first matchup. I don't think she really cares. She's just here to keep scoring. And again, trying to demoralize Oscar early into maybe playing worse in the next couple games. I don't think she really cares too much about this. She's just scoring as much as she can. That's kind of always how she's played. She is never one to play until the clock is hit 0. As she will not get the bump on that play. Still with the ball as... Oh, she missed her flick! Oscar should be able to take a chance here as AlyssaBee will cut it off. Still in front of the net here. 30 seconds to go. Challenged by Oscar, and actually AlyssaBee lets that bounce off the back wall. That is a genius move, but she won't be able to score on it. She ran out of boost a bit late there. And Oscar, trying his hardest just to get something in this game, was able to score early, but since then, it has been AlyssaBee, the Stinging Shark, who has dominated this game, just like what we saw in the Week 1 matchup. It's a 10-1 scoreline. AlyssaBee will take Game 1. Strong start for the infamous Thieves player. And I worry for Oscar, because this is very similar to how he played in the regular season, and it didn't work against AlyssaBee. We one-shot this game compared to the 11 of Alyssa. Simply put, for Oscar, he's got to do something differently. Gonna need to play more consistently, first of all, but even more importantly, he's got to find a way to keep possession and really make AlyssaBee work on defense. So far, he really hasn't found much. AlyssaBee has just been on offense for most of that game. Means we go to game 2. AlyssaBee, who takes a extremely confident start in from game 1. Now looking to keep it going in game 2, and well, she's already off to a good start. 9 seconds in. It's the first of game 2 to go to Infamous Thieves AlyssaBee. As Oscar he recognized what she was doing as well. He actually played that correctly, just didn't get up in time. A bit slow on the jump, but he knew exactly what she was doing. Hey, another game that AlyssaBee is looking to start off as well as she can. Oscar, pushed out the way, will go to the back wall. Oh, and a miss there. It's a wide open net for Oscar. This ball's on. It's going to be saved anyways. AlyssaBee racing back. A huge save to keep the lead, but she's going to have to make another one here. Oscar walks it in. No boost left for Alyssa. And it's a tie game. As AlyssaBee on the challenge still will lose this one. Oscar had a chance to take the lead as this ball is going to go close to the net. He has a real good opportunity to score here. But that bounce is not going to help him out so much. Actually, where is Oscar? He went off for boost. He got to be careful there, but AlyssaBee missing her opportunity. Here goes Oscar. AlyssaBee will be there. And the offense for AlyssaBee, who had so many goals last game, having a much more difficult time here. And with only 1 goal so far, needing something to turn the hopes around here in game 2. Oscar did a great job at just taking the demos. That can really slow down AlyssaBee's progress here. As oh, she's missed that play. Oscar's got boost. AlyssaBee's got to be very careful back here, as he'll do just fine. Oscar, oh, is leaving the play here. Here's a chance for Alyssa. 1 touch to the back wall. Oh, she's pushed up very high for this. She can't shoot this play either. And Oscar surely will win this challenge. Oh, but he missed it. AlyssaBee has nothing, but it won't matter. Oh dear, Oscar, that is... I mean, he could have probably scored from this and taken maybe a 3-1 lead, but instead he's missed it. And that essentially works as a 2-goal swing, because AlyssaBee does not miss in front of the net that close. That is a worrying sign. As here goes Alyssa again to take the advantage. Oscar will get it up the post. Alyssa will race back, so after the game to go, tied up, much better. Much closer game than what we saw in 1. Much better from Oscar. As Alyssa, though, will take the lead. Oscar got caught on one of her fast dribbles, and AlyssaBee looked like she didn't handle this one very well off the corner, but that's what pulls Oscar in. But a bit too close. AlyssaBee just takes it. Now 1 goal up. It's not going to be enough for AlyssaBee, but... and not enough for her own confidence, but... hasn't been in the lead for much of this game, as Oscar's going to have a dribble. That's a great flick. Alyssa, ooh, tripped off the post. Here's a chance to score, and she'll get there as well. Oscar Oh, that is a bad recovery. AlyssaBee's got a lot of time, but bumped out the way as she maybe should have aerialed for that shot instead. Another bump here from Oscar, but he's low on boost. AlyssaBee definitely has him covered here as another block. It's not gonna get the boost here, or will she? Oh, she does! Oscar, though, can shoot this! Oh, he's missed it! Oh, that was wide open for Oscar! Oh my goodness, how much closer can you be to the net? That is... I don't know if I've ever seen a player miss that before. Poor Oscar. That could have been the goal back in this game. Instead, it's AlyssaBee's ticket to a 2-goal lead. Oh man, it just feels like nothing's going Oscar's way this game. At the end of this game. And it is AlyssaBee who now has a much bigger lead than she had before. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That was loud. My goodness. There are currently storms outside my house. I hope my power doesn't go out. I had my power go out before due to the storms. I hope that doesn't happen tonight, but that is loud. If you can hear that, I don't blame you. Rarely does this mic pick up anything really that far away, but that is some loud thunder tonight. And I hope my power doesn't go. If my stream does cut out, though, you'll know why. It'll be because of the power. As AlyssaBee, oh, she's missed an open net now. The minutes ago, only a 2-goal lead here. Oscar knows he's got a chance as he'll put her on the back foot. As she'll go to defense. Oscar still waiting. Still Oscar, who just waiting. He's not going to have an angle to shoot this one. AlyssaBee will chase him down and win the play, although no shot here. Yes, there will be. Oscar never challenged. A huge mistake for Oscar, who missed on the challenge on the play. And AlyssaBee is continuing now as Oscar is losing time, losing hope, and losing a grip on this game. It was close to the first half, but for this last half, Oscar has not scored at all. And what was looking like it might have been Oscar's chance to win a game here will be AlyssaBee once again, unless something dramatic happens here. But dramatic's not usually what this division's known for. AlyssaBee just continuing to win on the challenges. Need to score. She just needs to play away from Oscar. But she's going to score when she can, and why not here to make it another goal up. And for Oscar, Game 1 wasn't great. Game 2's been better, but only for that first half. The second half has been a repeat of Game 1. And with 10 seconds to go, Oscar, he's going to try to let this game die out. He doesn't want to score, and AlyssaBee does. She'll get another. Oscar's just trying to let this game end. AlyssaBee is just not letting him have it here. Another goal. As I said before, AlyssaBee is not one to let games end without continuing to score. He's stuttering there. Great time. Great timing for that. Is 5 seconds to go. Again, she's not one to let games end without continuing to score. As that will end Game 2, AlyssaBee. And it's now a 2-0 series lead for the Stinging Shark of Infamous Thieves. Oscar in real trouble now of being eliminated. Well, next game won't do it. If he loses next game, he's got to win 4 straight. I don't think that's going to happen against AlyssaBee. He's going to need to change things up, make adjustments, do anything he can to take this series back, and the Royal Ascent esports player really dig deep, get a win here. He again plays very well to his weaknesses, that he pushes up quite high, doesn't have a very fast turn. With her speed, he also is liable to get demoed, although this game has really been just AlyssaBee taking advantage of him not having the best turning. And that was true in his week 1 match. He's not exactly a very fast player. You can just react faster than him. He really does struggle. AlyssaBee generally does. go to game 3 of this best of 7. AlyssaBee in prime position to take match point. With 5 minutes back on the clock here, AlyssaBee, who had some issues in game 2, is looking to move any of it. Going into game 3, really just take over here. But Oscar, maybe a chance to score first. He's not going to get control of that one, and that actually is going straight in. That challenge worked perfectly for AlyssaBee. And once again, she gets the first goal as Oscar. Oh, that is a very rough first touch, because that flick's actually behind his car. So he has to stop and wait for it. AlyssaBee will be happy to be on another solid start here. Because Oscar won't handle this. AlyssaBee stay on the dribble. It's still a chance, but missing the net there. Oscar to handle this one. He's got to be careful. AlyssaBee might be right behind him, and she will be to dispossess the play. Oscar, no boost. Will just send this one away. No chance to score, though. That play, it's actually better to hold the ball, but Oscar, who is on low boost, doesn't want to give the play up. Just clears it ahead, and, well, as we've seen before, once AlyssaBee has that ball, she does well to pick up speed right behind it. It's not exactly very clean looking, but it works against Oscar. He does not handle those dribbles very well. Everybody in chat talking about cookies is making me hungry here. Actually, fun fact that you guys would not know this about me. I'm terrible at cooking. I'm horrible at it. I can follow recipes, but I'm not very good at cooking. The one good thing I have done in cooking is I actually am the one who made my family's chocolate chip cookie recipe. A fun fact for all of you out there. Now I'm hungry, by the way. You guys made me hungry for chocolate chip cookies. We don't even have the recipe. We don't even have the ingredients for it at my house. As Alyssa, looking for a third goal, will chip it over Oscar, but not under the bar there. Still for possession as Oscar has not done well to get the boost here. So he's running low as... Actually, this is a good chance to shoot. AlyssaBee gave him an opening there as she... I don't know, just turned around a bit too prematurely. Oh, Oscar whiffed it! Actually, it's not going to go in. AlyssaBee didn't expect him to miss that play. As now in front, Oscar's missed again. He will get the block, though. You guys are talking about Oreos. Oh my goodness, you guys in chat are interesting. You're making me hungry for cookies now. I do have actually some cookies at home. And actually have Oreos too, as Oscar's gonna get this one. Hello, Nooble. Yeah, we're just talking about Oreos. Don't worry about us. Everybody's making me hungry for cookies here. Yeah, you're here. We have individual performance series quarterfinals here for Tier 7. AlyssaBee takes on Oscar. AlyssaBee of Infamous Thieves, Oscar of Royal Ascent Esports, and Krusty Crew Gaming. They played each other in week 1. It was a fail sweep for AlyssaBee then. She's up 2 games right now, and both games have ended up being decently one-sided by the end of it. So this game, just like last game, looking like it's going to be close to the halfway point as Oscar does take a tie game. AlyssaBee never went for that clear, and I don't know why she doesn't there, because if she doesn't, that's an easy goal for Oscar. That's one that I think she should be able to handle. But, she doesn't go for it. Oscar will have a very easy net waiting for him. As AlyssaBee will get that bump. I don't know what that does to really slow down Oscar, but he doesn't have a lot of boost here. And neither does Alyssa. Oscar with one pad. It might be enough here as AlyssaBee overran it! It's gonna roll in! What on earth is this? Oscar, I mean, first of all, Oscar doesn't do a good job on this play. He is missing all the boost pads. AlyssaBee actually had a chance to save that one, and she completely whiffed it. Oh dear. 3 goals straight for Oscar now, and now he's got the lead. With 2 minutes to go, AlyssaBee has not done a good job at keeping her advantage. Although this is a great place to score, and I thought she missed. She hit the post there, but it will go in. Off that bounce, and we're even again here. AlyssaBee needs to do what she did last game. Pick up the pace by the end of this game and run away from Oscar if she wants to take match point in 3 games. So win another kickoff. This is, oh my goodness, this kickoff is perfect for AlyssaBee. She can't miss from this. It's another perfect kickoff for AlyssaBee. And simply put, the reason why she's winning so many kickoffs, Oscar is lower on the kickoff. A lot of these kickoffs are going right up and over him because he's trying to, I think, forklift it over AlyssaBee, but AlyssaBee is hitting the center of the ball. And when both players hit the ball at the same time, whoever is more central in the ball is just going to win that kickoff every single time. As again, Oscar playing a low kickoff, and again, it goes up and over his head. That's why AlyssaBee's winning some of these kickoffs. That's why the kickoffs have been in her favor. And her kickoff itself is not exactly known to be super dominant against most players. So just playing a low kickoff, and AlyssaBee, who is jumping into the ball, is winning it, as now she will take a 2-goal lead. Not only retaking the lead, but retaking a 2-goal lead. As Oscar, with low boost, just goes for it. He knows he's not going to defend the net well in that position. AlyssaBee just chips it over him. It's an obvious play from Oscar. And AlyssaBee does a good job at winning it outright. AlyssaBee actually got an open net here. Oscar went for boost, and he'll be caught on it. And as I said before, by the end of this game, AlyssaBee might be running away with this game. After what looked like it would have been Oscar's chance, AlyssaBee has just scored 4 straight against him. I'm sure she will be more than happy about this here, as AlyssaBee, oh, missed the challenge. Can't get it still. Oscar, with a race down the field, he'll probably get that corner boost. Oh no, he doesn't even get that. He's trying to go for the straight shot, but from that angle, he can't score. And this is going to be a goal for AlyssaBee. Oscar's not going to get back in time. AlyssaBee's got a full tank of boost, and she is not afraid to use it. You know, and all of you are so hungry, I'm going to get some cookies whenever I have time in between games. I'll go get some cookies for all of you. A minute to go. You share cookies? I don't know if I share cookies. I don't know if I really want to share my cookies. I don't mind. I'll get. I'm hungry for cookies at this point though, so I'm gonna get some afterwards. It's AlyssaBee. I don't know what this stream has turned into. It's gonna turn into cookie eating. But it is 8-3. The cookies? No. Everybody. I think everybody out there likes cookies, right? I don't know a person who doesn't like a good cookie. I said before, I have a pretty good cookie, chocolate chip cookie recipe. Although I know for a fact I'm not making at all anytime soon. AlyssaBee with a pretty substantial lead by the end of this game. Can Oscar even stand a chance to get back in this one? Again, it was close by the start. Oscar even had a lead at one point. By the end of this game, he just has not been able to play the same as he did at the start of this thing. AlyssaBee just got back into the groove of things, and again, being the player she has found a real counter for Oscar that he just does not have an answer for. Is that challenge? Like, she's done that a lot. I'm not a big fan of it, but it does work here. It might work against Oscar if you can play fast enough, because again, his reaction speed is being a bit slow. It is definitely been a bit slow today than what I'm used to from him. So for AlyssaBee, just playing quick, because this is a long shot. Oscar stands no chances. He's not even covering his net. AlyssaBee, I mean, this is now 8 goals straight here against Oscar. And you gotta feel for Oscar at this point, knowing that his season could be ending very soon here. What he's worked for might end in just 4 games if AlyssaBee keeps playing like this. She's gonna get another one. At this point for Oscar, I mean, it is all but confirmed. AlyssaBee's gonna have a he's gonna be on 4 game match points. Swept Oscar before. It looks so likely that she could do it again here to progress to the semifinals. taking on the winner of Mr. Koala and I believe Doodle Bob. As another goes in. 4 seconds left here. AlyssaBee I mean, it's already been confirmed, but she's just making sure that, again, as usual, she does not care. She will continue to score, even when a game like this is over. That's the way she plays. It's annoying for players like Oscar, because you just want this game to end, but AlyssaBee is not one to miss her chances, as she will get another one. And now it is a 10-goal difference. My goodness, it's been, what, 11 goals straight at this point for AlyssaBee in this game? It has been absolutely brutal for Oscar in the second half. So reminiscent of Game 2. And unfortunately for Oscar, that's not in a good way. As this game will end, there we go. 13-3, my goodness. I mean, this is quarterfinals, but AlyssaBee is making it look easy right now. And again, it's just because she has the perfect counter to what Oscar wants to do. She has a counter to it. She knows how to play against Oscar. Her playstyle works really well. Well, that is 3 games straight now, only 1 away from winning the series. As we're going to get a call for a lobby reset here, so we're going to get a lobby reset, go into Game 4 momentarily. I think AlyssaBee left the lobby. I think she thought she won that match. Or maybe she forgot it was a best of 7. Anyways, we're going to get him back in. It's a lobby reset call here, so we'll get the lobby reset, and we'll get things back underway momentarily. So, we will not be gone for too long here, but while that happens, I'm going to go and get a cookie. Will made me hungry for a cookie. I'm gonna get a cookie. You guys made me hungry. I'm gonna go get one. Alright everybody, I'm back for a moment here. Now everybody has been waiting, but hey, I got a cookie, I got an Oreo. So, I got an Oreo. Let's get into this series. Let's get back into this thing. Game 4 here. And our best of 7 continues. As I got an Oreo, so I'm gonna eat a cookie. You guys are making me hungry. As AlyssaBee now 1 away from winning this series. And going to the semifinals again to play against the winner of Mr. Koala and Ralph. Sorry, not Doodle Bob. Ralph. Oh, what a fun match that will be for whoever wins this one. But for AlyssaBee, she can do it right here in Game 4. She can sweep Oscar, go to the semifinals without a second thought. You have to get the whole pack. I'm not taking the whole pack for my family, Nooble. I'm not running all this way with the whole pack of Oreos. I have it downstairs, but I'm not taking that whole pack. I'm not eating that many cookies. That'll be a bad idea as... Oh, that's an own goal that starts out Game 1. Oscar is going to take the first goal here, although AlyssaBee got the last touch. But I'm not getting the whole pack, Nooble. I'm just getting one. I'm hungry, but I'm not that hungry. I also don't want to eat cookies before dinner. I still gotta eat dinner, guys. I'm not doing that. You guys are crazy. As this is still Game 4. And Oscar, I think for the first time this series, actually has taken the first goal, but AlyssaBee not looking to let that stop her in her quest for the series. But yeah, shooting on the wrong net, not a good start for AlyssaBee as Oscar will once again take the dribble. This goal will tie things up. AlyssaBee on a long dribble will get the answer. For the Sting Shark, it is now an even game. And again, as I said before, this game stays close. Even for the first half, AlyssaBee is likely to take over. He's trying to make things tougher for Oscar. That shot is above the net here, but he's going to get demoed. He doesn't see her. Here's a chance. Oh, but AlyssaBee turned... Wow, she turned the wrong way there. And Oscar might just go for this. He might just challenge here, but... Do so, AlyssaBee. Oh, she's left it a play open for him here. He'll get the bump first. But not much else. And oh, he doesn't realize it's another quick turn for AlyssaBee. And another goal. He's just scoring at will at this point. And with Oscar, who is a tough time tonight being able to read when AlyssaBee is going to go for that play. Still doesn't seem to have any sort of handle on getting a blocker in front of that. Alyssa will... A little bit nervous there. Oscar, it looked like he might have gone for a bump. Now he will get the bump. AlyssaBee still has this one, as Oscar... Is this another bump play? It is, but... Gonna give AlyssaBee a boost here, and Oscar, who's in front of his own net's gotta make a good touch here. And he won't, because AlyssaBee still holds on, and now it is open for the Stinging Shark. Well, for Oscar, he's in real trouble now if he wasn't in any trouble before. This is a bad start. And again, if this game's kept close, AlyssaBee is likely to go on one of those goal streaks that she's had in her last couple games, and I wouldn't want to trust on that one, especially when she's won her last 2 weeks of matches in week 4 and in week 5 to get the seeding that she's at. Wouldn't want to trust on that here, Oscar, but unfortunately, doesn't seem like there's much he can do because AlyssaBee continuing to score. And is just looking to take over the series, win it in 4 games straight, not give Oscar a chance to come back. As there'll be another challenge, another goal. AlyssaBee, another kickoff that just goes right up and over Oscar again. She's winning those kickoffs consistently right now. And Oscar has just not made that many adjustments this series. He hasn't really made much of any adjustment this series. And unfortunately, that isn't how you want to play ones in the playoffs. You need to make adjustments. Players are always going to do that. Not making adjustments really only leaves you open to being vulnerable to someone who can. AlyssaBee, she hasn't changed anything. She hasn't had to. And she's continuing to succeed because of it. As I worry this game might already be over right now. 2 minutes to go for Oscar. He's gotta run back into this one quickly, or else he will have no chance to even prolong the match tonight. It will be saved by AlyssaBee, and Oscar's missed that challenge as well. It's an open net again for Alyssa, and Oscar just trying his best to challenge earlier, but he's not comfortable with doing that. Fortunately, he has not connected on those challenges either, so it really is only giving AlyssaBee open nets from further range. AlyssaBee just, again, is not going to miss those open nets very often. As another goal here, 8-1. Again, Oscar just unable to get to his challenge. And under 2 minutes to go. And I think for Oscar at this point, it's all going to be about damage control. Every game has been pretty one-sided by the end of it. Unfortunately, this is not looking like it's going to be any different. In that week 1 match, game 2 was, I think, close. I think it was a 2-goal difference. Unfortunately for Oscar, he has not gone close enough to that kind of scoreline tonight. AlyssaBee on a 8-goal lead here. As now a chip over Oscar. He's not going to get there in time. It is now double digits for AlyssaBee. And inside the final 90 seconds here, Oscar going for the fake kickoff, trying anything different here at the end of game 4, but AlyssaBee winning those challenges, winning the place of the ball, winning the boost, outplaying Oscar's challenges. As that's going to be another play for Oscar that he just can't get to. AlyssaBee will take an 11-1 lead. I mean, this game, it's over. This series, it feels like it's over right now, even with a minute still to go. The real question is going to be, how long will this last minute take? Let's do Blasking. Is this the last cast? No, it's not. We got another match after this one. For Tier 2, Round 1, it will be Zinc versus Lepidmode in the individual performance series. Another best-of-7 playoff matchup, so be excited for that. That's going to be later tonight. So if you want to see more 1v1, you'll get it from Tier 2. AlyssaBee, you actually bumped here. In fact, the only goal this game for Oscar has been that own goal from Alyssa as well. I don't know if that makes him feel better or worse this game, but I mean, this lead isn't going to make him feel very good as he's now missed that one. If this ball is just rolling in, AlyssaBee will make sure it gets a little bit of extra boost. Eat dinner, then more Oreos. I don't know if dinner's going to be ready. I'm fine, by the way. I know I said I'm hungry. It's not that bad. I can handle it. But, this series is going to be over here, 12-1. AlyssaBee with a dozen goals that so Oscar's won, and again, that one goal itself was off of a play that AlyssaBee had the last touch on as Oscar. Just going to clear this one away. AlyssaBee, a bit awkward on that position, will get the play. Bumped out by Oscar. He was just looking for any more goals, but it won't make a difference if he gets any or not. The series is over. AlyssaBee will take down Oscar in a 4-game sweep here with one more to go. 13-1. AlyssaBee wins the series in 4 games, and it was not close. I usually hate to say this about a series, but it was a blowout every single game. Unfortunately for Oscar, that'll end his series. For AlyssaBee, she's moved on to the semifinals and will compete against the winner of Ralph and Mr. Koala. For AlyssaBee, she's beaten Oscar before. She proves that she can do it again. (4-0) sweep. AlyssaBee will take the series and win it outright, and again progress to the semifinals. For Oscar, his run is over. As we're going to interview here with AlyssaBee, chat with her afterwards, as with this series now over. For a matchup where Infamous Thieves will get the victory. As joining us here, welcome in, hello there, AlyssaBee. A 4-0 sweep, you take down Oscar in this best-of-7. You beat him before in a sweep. You've done it again here in the quarterfinals and advanced to the top 4 in your division. You made that series look easy. You definitely have improved since you last played against Oscar. You're now in the semifinals. You're now feeling pretty good. Is this the perfect start for your final bracket?
Yeah, honestly, it is. I mean, I've been working on things a lot. I've been getting coaching. I've been trying to heal up because I've had arthritis in my hand a little bit. But I've been just trying to look at this as it's not playoffs. That's why I literally accidentally left after game 3 was I forgot it was playoffs.
Well, the fortunate thing is you're here and you got this thing done. You beat Oscar before, knowing that you have beaten Oscar before, knowing that you played him before, uh, knowing that you beat him in week one. Did that matter at all to how you played in this quarterfinals? Do you feel like you had an advantage because you beat him before, or did it not really matter? Did it feel like
It didn't
maybe
really
the
matter to me at all. I mean, I've been practicing him once against friends of mine and just really working on things.
well, of course, it doesn't matter here, and well, for you at least, it's single elimination. There's a lot of pressure to keep the wins going. The fortunate thing is you're in the semifinals, in the top four. You get to play next week against either Mr. Koala or Ralph. Now, I know you've played Mr. Koala this season because you lost to him in one of your
Yeah.
first weeks. I don't know if have you played Ralph at all this season. I don't know if you have.
No, I have not played
Yeah, I
against
didn't
Ralph.
think so. Against those players, do you have a preference on who you want to play against? Do you want to play against Mr. Quall in familiarity, even though you lost to him, or would you rather play against Ralph, who is that lower seeded player, maybe someone that might be easier for you to take on? Do you have a preference for who you want to play against in that one, or
I
I
mean,
mean,
honestly, I don't really have a preference. Whatever happens, happens. However the bracket falls, let it fall.
I'm happy for that one. Just gonna let this play continue on here, but a 4-0 sweep over Oscar. Likely, these next couple matches are not going to be nearly as one-sided. I would assume that it's going
Oh
to likely
yeah,
be
definitely not. That was just unfortunate for him.
I think your playstyle just works really well against Oscar in particular
Yeah.
here, but against a lot of these other players, you're not likely to sweep them all. And so, kind of, what are you going to do to make sure that you can continue to play well? Because these matches are going to get longer, they're going to get tougher. Kind of, what's your game plan now to make sure that throughout the entirety of this play bracket, so long as you're still playing in it, that you'll be at your best?
Uh Staying well, practicing, staying good mentally, and staying in a good mindset while I'm playing.
Well, you've definitely found that good mindset today. A 4-0 sweep over Oscar to advance to the semifinals. So your playoffs start off positive here. Before you go, before you get to kind of relax for the rest of the night after that 4 game series, do you have any shoutouts? Anything else you want to say? Any other messages before we're gonna transition into our next matchup?
Uh Shout out to my parents that I know are watching. Shout out to my guys at Infamous Thieves. Shout out to my boyfriend, Swoopy Shark, who's been helping me practice. Shout out to Husik from Infamous Thieves, who's been coaching me. Shout out to Naming and Is Hard, who just literally messaged me and told me I played well. And Juki for giving me my warm up. And shout out to Oscar for being a good sport, of course.
A 4-0 sweep though, you're going into the semifinals. That's the message you can take from this from the rest of tonight. Good luck in that semifinals. Hopefully, we'll get to stream that as well. For now, have a good night. Congrats on your victory, AlyssaBee, and good luck in the rest of the playoffs.
Thank you.
That was AlyssaBee there of Infamous Thieves, who, again, has taken a 4-0 sweep over Oscar and made it look quite one-sided. She's done it before, and she proves she can do it again. But that's not it for playoffs tonight. We've got more from the individual performance series. It is another rematch, actually, from week 5, I believe. Zinc versus lepidmode in their matchup. They're in playoffs round 1, which works like the round of 16, for all of you wondering. Zinc and Lepid played each other before. Zinc won in a sweep, but it was, well, I'm going to tell you this, it was definitely not looking like it was going to be a sweep. It was that close, it was that competitive. I think every game was 1 goal difference, and I think we had an overtime as well in there too. So we have a lot of that match is likely not to be a sweep either tonight. I would be surprised if it is, but for now, it starts in about 30 minutes from now. We're gonna go to a break. I'll be back in like 20 minutes with the pre-show, but for now, I'm gonna go to a break. I'll be back very soon with our last playoff match of the night. Welcome back to the Spodia stream and to more individual performance series action. If we take a look at our schedule here, about an hour and a half ago, we got to see AlyssaBee take on Oscar in their Tier 7 quarterfinals match. AlyssaBee winning that match in a 4-0 sweep. She swept Oscar in the regular season. She swept him again to progress to the semifinals. Now we go to Tier 2, which I believe, actually I don't remember which I believe is, again, like GC1, GC2 basically for these players in ones. I know their actual rank levels are around GC2. But anyways, for Tier 2, this is Playoffs Round 1. It's like the round of 16, if you will. It's the round before the quarterfinals, although this one does not have 16 players, only have 14 in the final bracket, but it is Zinc and Lepidmode who will be in this one. We saw them in Week 5 of the regular season. It was their last match. Both players were 2-2 at that point. Zinc won that series 3-0, so he actually got bumped up all the way to 5th seed. Lepid got dropped all the way to 11th seed. And just so happened that they got to play each other again now, here only literally a week later, so a rematch of sorts, but wanting to definitely know about that last series, it was actually quite close. Competitive, it was close, it was, all games were 1-goal differences. We even had an overtime in one of those 3 games, so I don't expect this to be a sweep here in the round of 16 for Zinc. I expect this to be much closer. In fact, it should be able to go really close to either player, although Zinc does have the advantage. He's just a clutch player. A really clutch player in there last week, if he can be clutch again. Because in last week, one of the weird anomalies about that series was that every single game, Zinc went down early. He lost his lead early to Lepid. So, he won every single game by one goal. So he always was able to come back, bounce back. And that was due to playing clutch, having a sort of being that clutch playmaker. He's got to keep doing that. This playoffs round of 1. Again, we'll have to see about that as Zinc and Lepid again on the field. Both these players are part of House Whiffendor. Zinc part of the... Well, I used to say Whiff-Offs. He's actually not on the Whiff-Offs anymore. He is on Whiffendor and Wingardium Leviosa. He might be on Wingardium Leviosa now. Take a look. What team is he? I think he's on Wingardium Leviosa at this point. Yeah, he's on Wingardium Leviosa along with Lepid. They're teammates, actually. On the same teams. They're both on the same team, and we've got him Leviosa. So they're both part of House Whiffendor as well. And the winner of this matchup will get to play against Yugi and Kyle. So another House Whiffendor member. Although Kyle's actually not on the team right now, but he was last on the Whiffer Wet Jets as a sub. But before that, he was on Whiffendor. What was their name? It was not QC that he was on. Well, I'm thinking it was QC. It's not QC. It was he was on for House Whiffendor. It was Slitherwhiffs. That's what it was. He was on the Slitherwhiffs. Or that. That's the team that people will know him from, at least recently. So again, I'm excited for this match though. It's another best of 7, meaning, and it's all single elimination. For all of you who don't know, it's single elimination best of 7s, meaning if you lose this best of 7, your run's over. Forget about the seeding. You lose, and you get no chances here. So for Zinc, he might have the much more favorable seed, but that really doesn't matter in a match like this. Got a lot of work to do to take down Lepid and go to the semifinals. Into the quarterfinals. Lepid, the same for him. Again, he's the underdog. He lost to Zinc in a sweep last week. He's got to play him again now for playoffs here and for elimination for these players. Elimination or quarterfinals. Zinc's on the blue. Lepid on the orange. Both players of Wingardium Leviosa. And we'll get to see how they perform here in this best of 7 again. Last time around, it was a 1-goal difference for both these players. For Zinc, though, he's looking to get off to a strong start here. Not give Lepid any chances to take the leads, because, again, last series, the worry for Zinc was the fact that he kept giving Lepid the lead early in these games. If you keep giving the lead to your opponents, eventually your luck's going to run out getting to being able to come back against them. And I think for Zinc, he's trying to avoid any hopes of the series being close, because if he knows if it's a close series, if a few things change, if he does maybe just a little bit weaker than he was last time around, this could be Lepid's match to win, as Zinc already up by 1 will owns Lepid earlier. And again, this is tier 2. Both these players on average are around GC2, but I know their one's rank is closer to GC1. The accomplished player is Zinc. That is not a good touch. That is still in his net here. And for Zinc, so often in this position, you see players who actually go too far away from the ball. In this position here, he's just too far away. He can't make the challenge he wants. The challenge he wants there is he wants to flip the ball over the crossbar. In that position, you always want to flip the ball over the crossbar or to your back corner. use the speed of the ball to your advantage. In that position, he just went too far ahead there. Jumped too early. He can't make the touch he wants. He is forced to throw that ball away, as that's going to be a goal for Lepid again. Zinc went for boost, and he should not have done that. If he goes for ball here, Lepid doesn't even challenge this. But because he goes for boost, that gives Lepid the opening. And I said before, Lepid taking the lead early in these games. So once again, Zinc's going to have to come back from behind. Just like he did in all 3 of his games in their last matchup on this stream. Zinc, he's not one to back away from a challenge here. He knows that he can come back against Lepid. He's a pretty clutch playmaker when it comes to those kind of situations. He's got mechanics, he's got some smarts, although that second goal from Lepid didn't show that. But this goal does. He sends it on the field, and we won't see any of it, I guess. The LB play really doesn't like me. But, hey, he caught Lepid on an overcommit who saw that ball bounce off the back wall, and Lepid smartly playing it, letting the ball bounce, because he knows that if that ball bounces, he's got to have a better angle for it. That ball's moving faster. It's just easier to handle. Here goes Lepid, looking for the air dribble bump. Will not get there fast enough here. And Zinc will take possession as Lepid's waiting. Zinc in the air. He can do some pretty incredible things in the air, but much on this play is now he's going to chase down Lepid. He knows Lepid's not moving all that fast. As a player in front, Lepid will get the block. As actually, Zinc had no boost there. Wasn't going to score on that play. But because he jumps, he actually makes Lepid think that he can score there. And Lepid, using his boost to challenge, actually have a much tougher time going to offense here. As another potential overcommit for Lepid. This one, though, will kept out as an awkward bounce. Zinc will have this one here as Lepid, choosing the weight, doesn't have the boost to go. If he runs out, I mean, that is going to be a goal for Zinc, because he's got a pretty strong aerial-based game, and Lepid really doesn't want to test him on it. As that flick, that's going to beat him. Zinc just waiting, and the opening will show itself. I mean, this is some great patience from Zinc, because from this angle, it's so easy to get word, because if Lepid takes that challenge, that's going to be pinched back all the way back to the blue net there. You would expect that if Lepid doesn't get up to it, it's going to be enough of a dangerous position that he's at least going to get boost and forces Zinc to play much more passively. Yeah, there's great patience from Zinc, recognizing that he only needs to go whenever Lepid goes. And he's doing a good job here at, again, not panicking under the circumstances here as Lepid bumped out the way, will not even get the boost here as he's completely removed from the field. Zinc's got room. And here he goes. Up for the air, as Lepid's not going to let him have it here. No boost, though, for Lepid. He's going to have a tough shot to make, and Zinc's not even going to let him have it here. Another demo. And I'm sure Lepid saw that one coming, as now he goes early, and Zinc, he had no problem with beating him on that one. And he's just looking comfortable. As Lepid will go for this Zinc. Back wall. Bit of an awkward play for him here. He's not going to get the touch that he wants, and Lepid will dribble this one back as that flick stopped by Zinc. It's still going to go midfield here, and it's a good spot for Lepid to take another effort as up he goes. And Zinc challenged that, actually. That ball never really looked like going in, and Zinc's now on no boost, and Lepid knows that. Off the crossbar. Second touch will go nowhere. Zinc's just waiting, and now he's got boost again. Lepid has to leave as Zinc, heavy first touch. Another demo on Lepid mode. And maybe a chance to score again here is off the sidewall. This one's going to bounce close to the net, but Lepid's got this one, as I don't know what that was from Zinc. He's going to chase down Lepid. Lepid can't score because Zinc's chasing him. Angle just wasn't going to be there to shoot. See, Zinc's got the ball here, although he has no boost. He will get the back corner. And although Lepid will have a chance to score, Zinc's done pretty well so far, but he will get taken out. The air dribble bump succeeds. Lepid, who I haven't seen him go for that very often in the regular season. He knows he hasn't played well against Zinc in the past, and he's not exactly looking to make this easy for Zinc. Playing out all the stops in playoffs. And now only one goal away from tying this game. He's got the boost for it. He's got the positioning. Zinc's actually giving him the back post here, but Lepid a bit too slow. Zinc will just wait. Still waiting. Lepid. He's likely to go and bump Zinc out now as Zinc, he's got to get back quick, and he's got to make sure he's in a good spot here to challenge. 1 minute to go. Lepid, he's got easily enough time, but he can't exactly take his time here. As another early play from Zinc that Lepid was able to read. Got the chance to go. The net. Zinc will be there. Zinc, who is I haven't even mentioned, he's 15 years old here. A very young player. One that kind of initially made a name for himself on the whiff-offs not too long ago. On Whiff Guardian Leviosa now, still on House Whiffendor's. He's going to get bumped out. This should be a goal for Lepid. He's not missing from that range. And with so little time to go, Zinc gives Lepid an open net. Doesn't get the challenge as he wanted to. He's trying to go all the way back to his corner there. Adding to not let Lepid shoot. It will backfire as he gets bumped out the way. And it's even now in Game 1. As I said before, it's going to be competitive. It's going to be close. I don't expect it to be for a 4-game series. I think actually could shoot from here. Oh, Lepid does so well a challenge. And this will be Lepid to the net. 8 seconds to go. And Lepid is in the lead. Zinc missed his shot. He didn't get the height on it that he wanted to. And he knew immediately, as soon as Lepid gets that challenge, he stands no chance to recover. Eight seconds left. Zinc needs a good kickoff, and he gets it. It's gonna go in off the post. I thought he missed it there, but it will carry him in off the iron. And Zinc, well, the kickoffs will work in his favor. He had a great kickoff goal to win in, I believe it was Game 1 last time around. Really gonna be a concern for Lepid. Those kickoffs can be dangerous. As Zinc's gonna let this game, well, he's gonna try to let this game end. It's flicked in front, and he's got the dribble. Lepid committed for that. Zinc to the net. Can he take it? Oh, he missed it. Oh, he missed it. Why did he go for that? It was a wide open play for Zinc, and it's playoffs. You score whatever you can take. That's a wide open net. Lepid hasn't given him many of those. Oh boy, Zinc, you better hope he wins this game, because that is a big error. Well, he'll miss the boost as well here. Lepid with boom. Save away by Zinc. No overtime already in Game 1. We saw one last time around, so we know this is very likely possible. Zinc's just playing patient now. He's going to go for the quick shot. And he nearly caught Lepid waiting, as that touch will go up the side of the wall. Lepid for the double tap. Lepid will not miss. This one is crushed! And Lepid mode takes Game 1. Zinc missed his chance at 0 seconds and never got another opportunity. And he'll be kicking himself for that. That was game for him. And he decided to go for some style points when all he needed was that win. It was something I mentioned about Zinc in the last time they played, was that he loves to go for fancy plays. That series he was able to really succeed. That one, it was completely unnecessary. I mean, with 0 seconds left, you just take the goal that you can get. Especially in playoffs with your whole season on the line. That is, you can't give up games like in that way if you're Zinc. It's really only going to make things, life more difficult for yourself here. And after one game, Lepid is taking his first win against Zinc in the tournament. Comes at a good time, too. He needed that win. After being swept by Zinc last week, hey, getting out the win in Game 1, that's going to give him hope. He's the underdog in this matchup, technically. And make sure that whatever he does, he's able to find ways to keep that lead against Zinc, because Zinc's going to have a great chance to shoot here. Lepid, great job already on the end of that, as that's off the back post. Zinc stays with it. As Lepid, not choosing the weight, will go right off the ceiling. He's missed the touch completely, though. But it won't matter too much here, as that shot went wide. Here goes Zinc again. Second touch, just, again, keeping it away from Lepid, wasting out time. But he may have pushed up a bit high here. Lepid had an opening there, but I think we'll do well to cut it out. Lepid goes all the way back to defense, as he'll watch what Zinc will do here. Fast-paced defense here from Lepid, as Zinc is waiting, and he went for the dunk as well on that kickoff. It will not succeed. will flick it again. Zinc, who now is running on a boost, actually picks up that corner, and Lepid is running away from the play here. He's gonna challenge anyways. He might. He just might, as Zinc stopped moving. I don't know if he's disconnected or not. Has he disconnected here? See if Zinc maybe wants a reset here. Oh no, he's gonna... Actually, that's very nice from Lepid. Oh my goodness, Lepid's a good sport there. Clearly Zinc disconnected from that last goal. And I was asking if he wanted to reset because so often we can reset in that position, but that's a fair play from Lepid. He's gonna give Zinc the goal. He knows that his goal is not gonna matter. It wasn't really... I mean, he could have taken it. He absolutely could have taken that 1-goal lead. Zinc didn't want the reset to begin with, but Lepid's being a good sport about this one. And we're back to even as... Oh, that's going to go in. And this time there is no disconnect on that one. Lepid will take the lead here as Zinc went for boost, went to the back wall, and guessed completely wrong on what Lepid was going to do here. He's expecting that play to go off the back wall. Maybe be a play where Zinc, if he's in the net, can't read as well. Or just went straight for the fake on the flick and goes right under his challenge. So Zinc guessing incorrectly here. Maybe showing his hand a bit too early as well. He'll continue his options. Lepid did not do a good job there. And off the back wall like this, his best thing to do is not commit himself to anything. And unfortunately, that's exactly what he does there, jumping up the back wall like that. If he actually catches that ball, he's going to be fine. Zinc can't challenge easily when he catches the ball. But for Lepid, it's not going to matter. He's going to take the lead again here. Right off the kickoff. And Lepid, he's had his own success off kickoff this series. As he goes right in the middle of the ball, and he's very good at that. His kickoff's quite fast, from what I remember. And he's very good at going to the center of the ball. You really need to, especially on the corners, really need to play the center of the ball against Lepid, because if you don't, he's going to beat you to it. As he'll win the boost again. Oh, he stays in the dribble. Back post is there, but he'll go front post instead! And Zinc wasn't ready for it! The back post was there. Zinc knew it was an opening for him. But he did not expect this gutsy call from Lepid to go behind him on front post. That is a gutsy call. I don't know if that was intentional from Lepid. It definitely looked like it was. And if it is, that is a gutsy call from Lepid. And boy, that is not what you usually see in that position. As he's gone for the boost here. Oh, and he's going to pay for that. Lepid should have gone for ball. You almost always go for the ball off the kickoff. And Lepid just completely missed it. He didn't think... I think he had an idea that Zinc had no boost there. That's why he was going to challenge so quickly. But at this level, you can't exactly assume they're going to be on no boost. That is, well, for Lepid, that is a blunder. Because if he takes that ball, Zinc can't score. He does well enough to force Zinc back. As Zinc, he might take the lead, take the tie game here. Is trying to find himself a lead. He'll go back to his own half. Lepid having to take that corner boost. Will hit it the wrong direction. That's going to his own backfield. And Zinc, oh, he missed it. He read that correctly and just couldn't put it in as Lepid chasing him down. Zinc is taking all the boost right now. Lepid running on very little. Oh, and he's missed the boost as well. He's got to play the fake here. And he's got to hope that Zinc bites it. And Zinc did. Zinc didn't know Lepid had no boost there. I don't know what Lepid is waiting, and he didn't get his chance. I think he should be shooting that. He maybe could have forced it on off the post. But yeah, it's a good fake, though, from Lepid to start off that play. Yeah, he forces Zinc's hand. Zinc, he didn't realize Lepidon was on no boost. Lepid, I think, was so nervous about Zinc challenging there. Again, Zinc, not the wiser of the two here, as here's his chance. Not able to pick up speed. He's got a net in front. So he's just trying to play for boost at this point and for offense control. Lepid will have the ball, though. He's going to just throw one on net. Zinc clears it back. Lepid didn't do well on his efforts. And now he waits back. Zinc, another flick. Lepid beat the exact same way he was last goal. Going to net and waiting. And that's just too much room for Zinc. He's done the same thing both times. Just a simple little lob touch. When Lepid challenges, Zinc can see him. And Zinc is playing well now because he can see him. At lower rank levels, sometimes at higher rank levels, you'll sometimes see players hide behind the ball in order to kind of hide when they're challenging. Lepid didn't do a good job of that time around. Get it. Allowed Zinc to very easily predict, see when Lepid was going to go for it. As he'll actually challenge this one. It is open for Zinc, and he takes the lead. He's had at least 3 goals in a row now. Actually, Lepid made the right call initially to not challenge the ball at the back wall, but the play in front of that, he has to win that play if he's not going to go for it off his back wall. He doesn't. He's far too slow for it. And he tried to go to the ground first and play essentially like an air dribble. Fast enough. And now Zinc has the advantage. Lepid, chased from behind, will hop away from Zinc. He'll take the flip. Oh, but Zinc, he read that fake. Lepid's gone for it a lot tonight. And Zinc's pretty good at not getting fooled the same way again. Especially in the air where, again, he is his strongest. As Lepid missed it, he didn't realize the net was open there. Now he's going to be careful that Zinc might bump him. He'll go anyways. Lepid. Outboost will be forced back to defense. He's not going to go across the map with this, but he will bait in the play from Zinc, thinking he may have gone for another fake instead. He's missed his touch. He's missed the boost as well. Man, things are not going well for Lepid at the end of this game. Just needs one good opening, but Zinc won't give it to him. That one, here's his opening. Zinc's overcommits. Lepid will go to goal. Zinc's hubris got the better of him, and he went for a solo effort. And Lepid will go the other way. And Zinc, just like last game, his hubris got the better of him by the end of this thing. And overcommit means Lepid will score. And Lepid, who's had 9 shots this game, he's not had the best shooting. Needs one more now for both these players to win out on this game. Or maybe it's overtime again. Lepid, off kickoff. He went front post last time. And Zinc's covering that front post too. Lepid, the bump! I don't know if that was intentional, but it worked for Lepid. Looked like he was going for a kind of a pop-up to a shot, and I think that's exactly what he was going for there, and he just missed. But he did get Zinc on the follow-through, so it goes in nonetheless. Lepid now at 10 seconds to take game 2. He'll win the kickoff. Oh, but he got bumped away. Here goes Zinc. Last moments. This will go in. He bumped out Lepid on the challenge, and while he didn't have the boost initially, he was able to use what he had off the kickoff, and then with the boost to score here. And still 3 seconds left. We might have a chance for a 0-second goal here as kickoff will favor Lepid. He's going to win the flick though, but it won't be enough. And it's overtime for a second straight game. Zinc can even the series scoreline at 1 game each. Lepid can go up 2-0. And a best of 7 like this, that 2-0 lead could be monumental for Lepid. He won't get the first chance. That goes to Zinc. And he'll try to make it the only chance as a play for reset. Shot high. Zinc not going. Zinc will still have the ball. He's going to go for another effort. Long touch. Zinc. Dribble. Trying to go for, I think, what was a pogo play there. But again, Lepid's just waiting. Zinc going to use what he knows he's good at. As Lepid is looking a bit more nervous now. Just trying to find any way that he can get a dribble on Zinc. He use a flick. Zinc has not made that easy this game. Here's his chance. Oh, he's jumped very early for that. He's going to chase him down now. Cleared away. Zinc should be able to get a good touch on this. That's on target. It is waiting for it. 1 minute so far. A longer overtime than we had in game 1. Again, Lepid playing very, very cautiously. Very unlike what we saw in game 1. As low boost for Lepid. He's missed his touch. Zinc can score here. Lepid's gonna go. He wins the challenge. Catching Zinc. Saving the game. Now it's his chance to shoot. This one is on. Save away by Zinc. Maybe a follow-up shot is there. It will not be on target. He's beaten Zinc though. Here's his chance. Zinc's missed it. Oh, but he wanted to. And Lepid missing his opportunity. He won't get another. Zinc wins this one. And in overtime with Lepid all the way back again for boost. He's not done a good job at hiding when he's challenging those plays, and that is actually 3 goals this game where Zinc got a goal from that exact situation. Clearly, those 3 goals were all needed. Another game settled by overtime. This series is all tied. Elimination for whoever loses the series. Spot in the quarterfinals. Whoever wins against the winner of Yugi and Kyle G, aka Star. Let's go into this match though. Game 3. Series lead at hand. There's no way this is going to be a sweep anymore. And I'm happy because I mentioned this is not going to be a sweep. But for Lepid, the one thing he's going to think about going into this next game, if he recognizes it, is if he's going to challenge the play with the challenge Zinc Zeros, he's got to make sure that Zinc doesn't know when he's going to challenge. Really going to use the ball to hide a Zinc. Oh man, he caught Lepid asleep there. Lepid completely falling asleep, is kind of walking around aimlessly on defense, and well, Zinc's recognized it, and he did not let Lepid get away with that. First goal for Zinc of Wingardium Leviosa. Considering that these 2 players are now teammates as well. A very interesting way to introduce each other. Because Zinc and Lepid have not actually played a match yet. Oh, it's another disconnect from Zinc, it looks like. He's saying that he's having some issues here. We might have a play as we're, I think, going to get a call for a reset. We can't reset now, but unless Lepid agrees to it. I'm going to ask and see if Lepid wants a reset, we can get one. But, really doesn't need to take one here because he's already scored. As we'll see. I expect that Lepid's likely to agree here. I think he wants to play this game throughout it all, but and we're likely gonna get a call for a lobby reset here, and we're gonna reset game 3. We'll see. No call yet from Lepid. I wonder if he's actually gonna try to take this game nonetheless, but again, I'm expecting that we're gonna likely get one here. As soon as Lepid actually gives us an answer on if he wants a reset or not. Okay, Lepid's gonna call for it. We're gonna get a reset here. So lobby reset called. I think the way it works is that I need both players to agree on it after someone has already scored. We are gonna get a lobby reset call here, so we're gonna get ourselves back into game 3. So that's gonna reset game 3 here. We'll go into game 3. So again, quickly we are gonna make sure that everything is hopefully back in order. Again, how things are looking, we go to game number 3. So again, a reset call here for these players, and hopefully Zinc's issues will not persist, but both players calling for that reset, we're gonna get it. And we're gonna go into game 3 here, a resetted game 3. We didn't really play much of last game anyways, so we're fine. As Zinc's gonna find that demo. Try to take the lead early on in this game. Did get the first goal last time around, and looking for it again here on that dribble. He'll go, and that's a great play from Zinc! My goodness, Zinc! Lepid didn't expect it! But I mean, this is what Zinc's known for. He is so good when he's in the air and has all this room. Zinc just kept on going. And boy, did that look pretty. Now, going back. He's got to be careful, though. He bumped Lepid into the goal. Oh, and it's tied now. Zinku didn't play well in the kickoff. Well, that will make things quite interesting as Zinc again trying to keep offense here as that one off the front post will be Zinc again, and in the back of the net he goes. So it is now 2-1 in Zinc's favor. A lot more of this game to go through, but again, with the lead in the series, resting now in Game 3, it would be a huge advantage to have it. The longer the series goes, the much more intense it's going to be, the much more it's going to be relying on these players likely to play more defensively. You don't want that if you're either of these players. These players want that offense, they want that aggression. They really don't want to play defensive, they don't want to wait longer in this series for their win. And again, this is a huge game to take that lead, to really put the pressure on the player down in the match to perform differently. Sure, for Zinc, this is exactly what he wants to do to Lepid. He's off to a solid start here. Up by 2, as now he'll go on to the back wall again. Lepid will wait on it, as Zinc's got a position. This is going to go towards the net, but it's not on target, actually. Fortunately for Zinc, that's not on target. Lepid just waits. Zinc. Challenge. Gotta be careful here as he'll bump out Lepid to try to take his chance here. Lepid's gonna return the favor on a bump as he goes back to his own corner. Zinc's out of position, and he's gonna stay close to the net. No, he's gonna go for boost. I thought he was. Here goes Lepid. That's off the crossbar, and he's tripped off the post too. Here goes Zinc. It's wide open, and it's 4-1. Lepid doing a good job of recognizing that Zinc left the play there, but his flick went off the back wall, and he tripped off the post. His recovery won't be there. And Zinc knows he's got time. As another one for Zinc. Another play off the kickoff. And now it's 5-1. As still 3 minutes left in this game, but Zinc is feeling pretty happy about this. And the great thing is there's no disconnects yet, so maybe the lobby reset has done something for him as a goal off the kickoff for Lepid now. 7 goals in 2 minutes. Not unreasonable for these two players, and we get to see it here as Zinc's only got a 3-goal lead. This is not a major advantage for him in this game. I mean, Lepid could make up those goals in 30 seconds if Zinc's not playing well enough. So for Zinc, he's got still a lot of work to do as off the kickoff again will be initially blocked by Lepid as Zinc takes boost and ball and field position as he runs away. Lepid almost took him out on a demo. That would have been a goal for him. As Zinc knows he's got room. Double tap to set up. Oh my goodness! Lepid had it covered, but Zinc still found a way. I mean, Lepid had the high option too. This is a great play on defense from Lepid, but it's not good enough to beat Zinc. Oh, what a shot! And Zinc just continues. In Game 3, he has found his momentum. And he has not stopped yet. Open net now. Zinc for a 7-2 scoreline, and he's making sure he is not missing the open net like he did in Game 1. Oh, it's a demo in the end as well. And I don't know if that was necessary for Zinc, but he's not complaining. With the way that he is feeling right now, the way that he's playing right now, Zinc, I mean, he's got to be all smiles right now for the 15-year-old. Lepid push up the way. Zinc waiting as here he goes. Up in the air is Zinc. Off the back wall, it will be Lepid who Actually can't do much on this, but he's got the shot. Zinc will not be back. And Zinc going for a play that Lepid had covered. Will not see his opportunity go through. I think Lepid's had enough with Zinc's solo efforts. His play is up to the back wall. Point for Zinc. It's all about being able to maintain this lead. You don't need more goals at this point. Or I guess you could maybe ask for more goals, but more importantly, you just need to make sure that Lepid doesn't get a chance to come back in this game. Here's a good opportunity here as Lepid will have the boost. Zinc going for that dunk play. He won't get it, so now he's all the way back. Lepid's got a line of sight here. He likes to play grounded. Flick! Oh, Zinc didn't get that! He's too close to his net, simply put. He's already too far back. If he gets those boost pads, sure he has less boost, but he still can make that challenge. He puts more pressure on Lepid to flick earlier. He gives himself a little bit more breathing room. Maybe that's the difference to this goal going in and being saved away. But for Zinc, he went back to defense, gave Lepid more room, and Lepid used it. As now a kickoff win for Zinc. That'll force Lepid all the way back. Lepid's got room. I don't think he realizes this. Now he does. As he will keep things grounded. Zinc still winning the play. And Lepid stands. Oh, he missed the net there, Zinc. Lepid stood no chance to block that one. And Zinc, who has missed open nets already this series. Better hope that one is not nearly as detrimental as the one in Game 1 was for him. Still, though, a minute to find out. As this one he won't miss. 8-4. Zinc has doubled the output of Lepid this game. And after the last two games being as close as they were, Zinc may not let Lepid have a chance in this one by the end of it. As he will bumped out the way, Lepid with a boost, with an angle to work with, and with another. Still time for lepidmode to come back in this game, but not only is he going to have to work quickly, he's going to have to work efficiently here. Plays like those, he's going to have to score. He does so here, but still needing 3 more with a minute on that clock. And Lepid's got to work quick. And that kickoff's not going to help him here. Zinc's going to have full control of this as Lepid. He can't challenge yet. He might be able to do so here, though. And this will go to the sidewall right to where Zinc wants it. Actually might help Lepid here. If he can get this block, Zinc's going to be out of position. That's an awkward touch. Zinc's not giving him the opening. Zinc's not playing aggressive. He's not pushing up too high. He's just making Lepid wait and use up that time. Now the dribble. Pogo. Bouncing! Lepid will find the net! And we've seen Zinc do this a good many times. Lepid pulls one off himself as the Pogo goes right over Zinc. A stylish move for Lepid, but more importantly, it gets another goal for him. He needs 2 more. This kickoff might help him, but he missed his efforts. The bump on Zinc won't be enough either. As Zinc is there, he'll beat Lepid, and Lepid knows he has to go for that. He has no time left. If he doesn't, Zinc's just going to dribble that and take the time that way. So for Lepid, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Just has to watch as Zinc's going to win that challenge. Likely end this game right there. As he'll win another kickoff just to really make things certain. That means for Zinc now, with the lead in the series, after dropping game 1 in OT, it's now 2 games straight for Zinc as he looks for 1 more goal in front. Won't get it, won't need it. The game is his, and a 3-goal difference now. Not as close as the last couple games were, but still somewhat close. Zinc now with the lead in the series. Going into game 4. Now again, it's his advantage here. He's put the pressure on Lepid to likely have to make some adjustments. Game 4. Up next. For Zinc, it's his lead. We go into game 4 here. Match point potential here for Zinc if he can win this one. As Zinc, I think, was a bit busy there typing in text chat. He was asking before this game started what the scoreline was. He forgot entirely that he's leading 2-1 in this matchup. I think it's just how locked in he is. Hopefully it tells you how locked in he is. He's not like out of it right now. He's not playing like it. Like he's kind of relaxed, maybe a bit tired. As he will take out goal 1 from this. So on a game where Zinc starts with an early lead. Yeah, Zinc totally forgot. I think he thinks he's losing 2-1 right now. Zinc has totally forgot about the fact that he won the last 2 games. I can't believe that. That is impressive to me. That's a first for 1v1s. Usually, players maybe have a tough time knowing scoreline it is exactly, but I've never had a player think that they're losing when they're winning. That's a new one here. Zinc's gonna get scored on here. I know that it's 2-1 for Zinc because my scoring board is automatic. I wouldn't have made a mistake on it. That is, interesting for Zinc, but... Well, it's a tie game now. He's got to put that behind him here. Whether he's leading or not, he's got to play the same way. Against Lepid here, and that's going to be a way that can beat Lepid and take the lead in the series is... Zinc will challenge. Now another play. Lepid will go to the back corner. And it will be in front of the net and in the net. Hey, they'll be happy with it. Sure, a feel-good moment here for Zinc as he's back in the lead, and now on the dribble! Oh, he's just hit the back post! That looked like it had it. I thought that was in. Just wide though, and here goes Lepid himself! Oh, it's gone in! It's an own goal for Zinc! Oh dear. Well, that's a bad way to give up a goal at this point. And with an even scoreline, it is Lepid. Zinc. He does very well to catch this one. Lepid's forced back again. Here's his chance for the lead. Up in the air is Zinc on the floor. He's going to make Lepid jump up for this one, using out his boost. And Zinc has no problem. Oh, he missed the net though. That was an opportunity. He knew it was open. He knew he'd done well there to really outplay Lepid on that challenge. But he's gonna have to try again here as... God, he missed that touch. He didn't get the touch he wanted though. That is very high up. In fact, actually, in a very tough position for him to really utilize. As here goes Lepid. That's over the net. Zinc doesn't realize it. He does get a touch on it. If he had played the bounce off the crossbar, that is one where Lepid is going to be forced back with no boost. Maybe you see Zinc with the lead here, but instead Lepid, who is still forcing him out in these challenges, make the block on that one. Now he goes. Flip reset. No musty flick taken. As he's going to let Lepid have this one again on low boost. Zinc's not going to take he's not trying to take too many chances at this point. The game's tied. There's still a lot of time left. Been caught before taking chances late in these games that he doesn't need to on these aerial efforts. Flick will get an extra touch. Just, again, trying to force Lepid out of the play, but Lepid's done well to really play a clean defense. As Zinc. Oh my goodness, he got him! He's gone for a couple plays in the air. That one will succeed. And with that, it is 3-2. Zinc now takes the lead in this game with one more effort. This time it went to the floor and he was able to play under Lepid's challenge. Good defense so far from Lepid, but he needs goals, and Zinc's not giving him chances. As off the kickoff, Zinc gets another, beating Lepid to the punch. Actually, Lepid had more boost there, just didn't have to turn around for it, though, and that little extra time to turn, even with the extra boost, isn't going to help him here. It's going to make him the slower of the two of that play. Good recognition, though, from Zinc to jump early, because that is a tough read to make at this level. Elimination on the line for whoever loses the series. A lot of waiting here as Lepid, and I expect an air dribble bump from this play. Oh, he doesn't go for it. He didn't have the dribble he wanted there, and Zinc, he was set up in a position where if Lepid goes to that air dribble bump, Zinc doesn't have many options, but it failed. Zinc will get the challenge, and it's Lepid again who has a second effort on net. Front post is there. Zinc wasn't covering the net. And Lepid has so many places to shoot there. He has to hit this one. And he does. As again, Zinc not covering that. He was covering the front post. Not in the right spot to make those saves. And means for Lepid, it's easily enough room for him to score. And again, this game is close. Just like the first two we saw. The last game itself was pretty close, although Zinc had a much better lead at this point. It's competitive, that's for certain, as Zinc, well, oh my goodness, what a save from Lepid. And now he's out of position! He didn't see Zinc. Had he done that, I'm sure he would not have challenged like that, but Lepid couldn't see him. And he's thinking Zinc's going to challenge this early because he's already out of position. But Zinc wasn't, he needed to get some boost. And that slight delay means Lepid's not going to get there. He missed his window, and Zinc now up by 2 again. The kickoff will be for Lepid, and he's good in this position. Zinc's waiting. Lepid, front post, and in the net! He's good in this position, and this is the one place Zinc has really not been able to beat Lepid, is again, he's covering the post there. He's on the back post. If he's closer to that, if he's a little bit more in towards the net, he could maybe get that block. Again, just a little bit out of position, and Lepid's catching him on that. It's slight, awkwardness in positioning, but it can make the difference here as Zinc is on the ball. He's got to make sure Lepid doesn't challenge this, and he will. As it's open again, Zinc will score again, and is just continuing to keep himself ahead. Zinc is in good spots. Oh, and he's in good spirits. Oh my, what a flick. What a flick from Zinc. Really scoops this one up, and what a game was, at 1.1 goal difference. Well, that's a good sign. And I mean, for Zinc, at least, he'll be more than happy. Is he going to take the double tap? That is given straight to him here. I mean, he's going to take triple match point because of this. For Lepid, this game's over. He has no chances anymore. Now he is really facing that right now. He loses any of these next 3 games, if we go to 3 games, he's going to win 3 straight, basically. He loses any game from here on out, his tournament's over. Zinc wants one more, it won't happen. It'll end game 4. Zinc, a 3-1 series lead. Only 1 away now from advancing to the quarterfinals. The way that Zinc's playing, he'll be more than happy to be in the quarterfinals. Off of a performance like this, he has won 3 games straight this series. Now only needs 1 more to take the series. He swept Lepid in week 5. This is not a sweep, but he might be able to sweep him in the last 4 games. We'll see if that happens, though. It's game 5. And for Lepid, he is trying to get off to a good start, really give Zinc no chances now at this point. been able to score first in so many of these games so far, and it has only made life very difficult for Lepid, although he does get that bump, and he will take this one. May not have been an exactly easy play, but he does well to not let Zinc get that ball, and actually that bump helped him out. I don't know if he saw Zinc. I don't think he did, but a little bit of fortune never hurt Lepid, and he needs it in Game 5. He needs at this point in the series to pull things together and come back in this thing. It's not over. But man, Lepid's gonna have to play well to win this matchup. As Zinc will challenge. He will keep this one. A clean challenge for Zinc. Lepid, I mean, he's not gonna come back to this one, and Zinc, now with his first of the game, first of many, first of what he's hoping to be many to lead himself to victory. Gonna be close, every goal matters. As Zinc, he's actually, I thought he was the slower of the two getting up to that. He still wins the challenge though, Lepid, with less boost. He's gonna be forced to play back as Zinc might go for the bump. He'll go for the play instead. Takes the corner boost. Lepid still has nothing. He can't go! And Zinc knows that well. Or otherwise he would have gone up the back wall and maybe played to the back corner, but he knows Lepid doesn't have boost. Lepid can't go to this. And he finds that is a tough angle. Zinc does well to really play it. Lepid push out of the way. Zinc again. Off the sidewall will still be Zinc on the move. Musty flick. Lepid is there. Zinc will clear it back as Lepid again. To work with on that flip reset, but he gets them on the fake anyways, so he'll score as he was initially looking for the flip reset, didn't get it. And that's why Zinc challenged as well, because he knows that Lepid doesn't have it, but what he wasn't ready for is Lepid to stay on the ball there. And Lepid fakes him out. And it's a tie game. Zinc waiting for Lepid to go, and oh man, that is so smart from Zinc. I mean, he played that perfectly. He completely fooled Lepid there. He's waiting on the sidewall. It's a tough place to challenge 50-50, and Lepid knows that's why he's playing so close, but not only is he doing that, he's also hiding as if he doesn't have any boost. Now, I don't think it was the boost that really did anything, but it was the fact that he didn't challenge it, play the ball immediately to his back corner. That really made Lepid think he could challenge there, and he pushed up a little higher, put himself a little bit more to position, and with all the boost that Zinc has, really nails that one as, oh, what a save! That ball was in the net, and he still kept it out, and in fact, he's going to take a 2-goal lead because of this. Oh my goodness, what a block, Zinc! Doing just enough to keep it out. And for Lepid, well, I don't know if he can even buy a goal this game. It has been that tough for him to keep up with Zinc. Again, a Zinc who has beaten Lepid before. I think he's just, here to play an ace calm, collect the style as a demo on Lepid. 3 minutes to go. Lepid, his heart got to start racing now because low on time here. As Zinc stays here. Demo to make things a little easier. And he'll win the play. That's not in the net, though. He waits back. Challenged. Zinc. Sidewall. Demoed out by Lepid, though. That's a big demo. Now he can get boost. He can... Well, maybe he can't get boost, because Zinc's gonna... No, he's gonna get boost as well. He's not playing up to the challenge, and that's what Lepid was waiting on. Zinc will... He's gonna win that race to the ball, though. It's off the back wall for free, and it is Zinc who almost found that one. It will bounce outward as Lepid still challenged. Zinc will stay on the clear as... Hello, Crouton! I have not seen you in a very long time. How are you doing, my friend? I haven't seen you in forever. That's my original duo working. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, man. I've not seen you in forever. What has life been up to for you? We have 1v1 here. This is Zinc and Lepid. actually an elimination match in playoffs. Whoever loses this is out. Whoever wins goes to the quarterfinals. So hopefully you stick around for the rest of the series. His Zinc is only one game away from beating Lepid here. And he's got the lead as well in Game 5. Zinc looking for a third. Just can't hit the target on the flip reset. Lepid chased down by Zinc. And with time running out, Lepid, he's got to start panicking a little bit here. He still has ample time to come back. It's not time where he needs to challenge everything, but you're getting close to that point if you're Lepid. Starting to become more desperate for what he needs. A flip reset for Zinc. This one just to keep Lepid all the way back. Your voice already shredded? Well, if you ever want to work with me again, Crouton, let me know. I'd love to work with you again. I don't know when you're available, though. Your schedule always changes, from what I know. Or I just don't remember it. Could be that, actually. But, yeah, if you ever want to be on stream again, I'd love to have you join me again. Or even for me to join you, as here goes Lepid. 37 seconds left in this game. And he's giving himself a chance to come back in this. He needs to win this game. If he doesn't, his run's over. But yeah, Crouton, damn me if you ever want to join me or ever want me to join you. I'll totally do it. As 37 seconds. Zinc on good pace here as off the back wall, it is back in the net. Zinc will not let Lepid have his chance. And a big challenge off the kickoff too, again beating Lepid to it, as he has done so many times so far tonight. And with 30 seconds now, Lepid now has to start playing ultra aggressive. He's got to start challenging things he wouldn't do so ordinarily. As a play for Lepid, no boost though. He's got to force Zinc out. Flicked. Zinc is there. It's a light touch. He actually hasn't done well to recover though. As Lepid, oh, he's trying to front post, won't get it. Across the goal. Lepid, again, to the net, trying to make this one fast. He can't put it in, though. He missed his chance. Zinc will clear this one away and will win the series. 4 games straight of 4-1 series victories. Zinc has eliminated Lepid from the playoffs. For Lepid, his season's over. For Zinc, his playoff run has just started. He advances to the quarterfinals. And these two, who are teammates on with Guardian Leviosa at this point, well, we get to see that Zinc has ousted Lepid again 2 straight weeks in a row. He's beaten Lepid. And this one now ends Lepid's season. A strong performance here. Zinc will be more than happy with that. 4 games straight as well by the end of the series. A confident position as well. But yeah, a 5-game series here to end off our night. And man, what a night we had so far. A 4-0 sweep to start the night off with AlyssaBee, then Zinc going 4-1. And this is playoffs at this point, so elimination, progression, a lot on the line, that's for certain. As we're going to get an interview here with Zinc. He wanted one, so we're going to have him join us here. Welcome in, Zinc. How you doing? A second straight week where you beat Lepid here. 4-1, you advanced to the quarterfinals on a solid performance. You won the last 4 games in a row as well. Tell me how you're feeling here, because, you know, playoffs are always stressful, and especially for younger players like yourself, it can always be really difficult, but you're able to get that win, you're able to play well, even through the stress that I know you have definitely were facing in this matchup. How are you feeling now? You got the win, you're a little bit relieved, I'm sure, and you are now one step closer to that championship.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to play in playoffs, and definitely going against Lepid again, since he is actually my teammate now, so definitely exciting.
Yeah,
And bro, I changed my keybind, so I was a little awkward at the start, so
yeah, you got it done, though. You mentioned as well that he's your teammate now, but even more importantly, you had to play him and beat him last week as well. I mentioned this earlier when we saw AlyssaBee versus Oscar, because they played each other earlier this season, but only going a week after that. Did that win against Lepid before really allow you to kind of find comfort in this series?
yeah, I was definitely confident even with me changing my mind, I was very confident. And I just used the 1v1 to see how much potential me and him have going into like ATS, the 3v3 league. So
Well, you found that comfort as well. You're one step closer here. You play against the winner of Kyle G and Yugi. Both of those players pretty solid. Both of those players are pretty good. You would be the favorite against either of them, but they're still good, and you know how playoffs are. It's anyone's to win at this point. Talk to me about that matchup. Are you paying attention to that match at all? Are you gonna see who's gonna win that match, or does it not? Is it kind of out of your mind right now who you play against? That you're just gonna play against whoever is brought to you.
yeah, it's kind of out of my mind. I don't really focus on other people's gameplay. I just really focus on myself. So
I think a lot of players feel that same way as well. It's no use focusing on another matchup, but hey, you get your win here. You're one step closer. You're continuing to play well here, and against Leopard, you did what you needed to do here and taking quite a strong victory. What's the mentality throughout the rest of this playoffs? Because obviously, to win this whole thing, mentality is going to be probably the biggest factor, especially in 1v1. Mentality really does rule everything. What's this mentality that you're going to bring into the rest of this playoff brackets to make that run, and again, for you at least, hopefully, make it to the championships and win the whole thing?
I feel like I'm gonna just try to be confident. That's about it. I don't know.
Hey, a confident mindset's a good mindset, that's for certain. And you can't help but be confident. For now, though, 4-1, the victory is yours. You take down Lepidmode and advance to the playoff bracket. Lepid's run is over, but yours is not. Again, congrats on that. I'm not going to keep you around for too long. Before you go, though, you have any shoutouts, any final messages, anything else you want to say?
I don't got any shoutouts. No, I'm just about to just hop off and go play Roblox with my friend.
Well, hey, fair
That's
enough.
about it.
Fair enough. Well, I hope you enjoy that with your friend. You definitely deserve it tonight with how you played here. Congrats on your win against Lepid here, Zinc. Thank you so much for joining. Good luck in the rest of the playoffs, and hopefully we'll see you again for the next matchup.
Thank you. Have a good night, bro.
That's Zinc joining us there. I've nicknamed him the 15-year-old prodigy from House Gryffindor, and clearly he's proving why he is such a strong player here as a 4-1 win over Lepidmode. Thank you all so much for all your support tonight. We had a ton of follows earlier today as well, so thank you all so much for being so supportive and joining this buddy stream. Also, shoutouts to YouTube. This is the first time we have had a stream our stream on YouTube as well. So my YouTube channel is SpottyFC. You want to join that? This is the first time we've actually done a multi-stream, and it's some pretty fun matches as well to do it on. But thank you all so much for joining tonight for some Rocket League action. For now, though, take care and be well. An amazing rest of your evening, everybody. I hope it, again, is fun. But for now, have a good night. Thank you so much for joining. And shout out to the individual performance series who has been so nice to us again and again with the matches that they have allowed me to stream. Take care. And be well, everyone. Have a good night. I'll see you again very soon.